Good morning, how you doing? It is the 31st of March. Actually, it's afternoon. Damn. I keep on getting up late, so like time has just dilated. Every hour feels like a week and every week feels like a month. How you doing? It is nearly I feel bad saying this. It's nearly 10 to 2 in the afternoon. I must have got up at like, I don't know, 10 or 11 o'clock this morning. This video is about the unexpected upside of everyone being isolated and what impact that's had on videos and courses, and some of the things that I've noticed that are happening on YouTube and Twitch, on delivery sites, and why I think as content creators or people running businesses online, obviously this has affected absolutely everybody globally. It's hard to believe some days that we are living through the middle of a pandemic when we have all of this connectivity, even though it might be impaired or slowed down, or just creaking at the infrastructure, suffering from just the sheer load of everybody being at home and using it. It's incredible to still have this. And I was reading an article on the BBC the other day that can you imagine what surviving or trying to thrive or trying to like initiate things would look like in 2005 compared to 2020. And I just think back at the Nokia N95 and GPRS and just how terrible mobile web was and where we are today. So we should be congratulating and thanking every foundation, Firefox, open source, everybody who's made an impact on the mobile web and optimizing bandwidth and all of those things that have happened over the last decade or more, because imagine trying to disseminate information about things like this. I mean, can you imagine back in the days like of, I think it was 1913, 1918, the big Spanish pandemic killed up hundreds of thousands of people, and I'm sure a lot of that was information didn't get to where it needed to get to in a timely manner. So it's incredible that we have what we have today. Anyway, so I wanted to give you I don't know, probably a handful here, like 10 different things. I've wrote out more than I have actually done a video. I just want to do a quick video for people who would sort of drive by and want to grab stuff. Right now, all my courses and everything that I do online, Skillshare, Udemy, Gumroad, all the things that we build and sell online are up at the moment because everybody's in isolation. Everybody's got their eyeballs on learning something new or just to be distracted. Maybe they want to learn ScreenFlow or OBS, some of the courses that I've got up there. I'm seeing a big uptick in premium minutes on Skillshare, and I'm seeing a lot of people buying the cheaper the deal, if you like, on Udemy. Instead of paying the full price, they're paying a discounted rate. And I've already had like 20-25 people sign up this month to one of the courses. So I have an influx of new students. New students ask questions, which equal me making additional content to put on the video to answer those questions. I'm also coming across people for the first time who want to optimize their connection, do video chats. There's a whole bunch of stuff there to teach them with VPNs. It's just a massive big knowledge share to share people, and they're all at different levels of education on that stuff because they're used to going into an office and having an IT department that caters for all of that stuff. So they're having to learn stuff for the first time, which is cool for me because there's a lot of stuff that I can teach people because I've been virtual for many, many years. One of the things I will say that this has an impact on in the last couple of weeks, I'm sure it's the same for lots of other people who've been in isolation for 2 or 3 weeks now, is that it can be hard to process everything on a day-to-day basis because your mind is pulled to the news and links on Twitter and social media and Facebook in general. So it's difficult to like focus on this stuff. So I would recommend wholeheartedly, before you get into a situation like I'm in where it's just like day and night, day and night, day and night, and not knowing what day it is sometimes, is to have a plan of action that you try to stick to when you have your working hours at your machine. Otherwise, if you don't have a plan, if you don't have an objective, like a lot of that stuff can just fall away. And you're in a prime position right now because everybody's in the same boat. That's not to say that things are completely good across the board, because infrastructure is shown to be shaky because not everybody normally is at home at the same time trying to use that internet connection, and therefore fiber optic networks, server networks, cloud networks in general are under heavy load right now. And so, you know, one of the things that I think you can do is that you can start to think of optimizing your courses and your downloads for those kind of circumstances. So for instance, something like Gumroad has just brought a new feature in where you can have different options or downloads in a purchase, in a pack. So I'm starting to do lower quality videos, so 480p downloadable videos, and I might even take it as far as per device. So it might end up becoming like Android device or iPad, for instance, in terms of encoding, just so that people can download that and watch it offline rather than being online if their internet connection is not very good. And then obviously they've still got access. Later on, they can jump in and get the HD versions if they so wish, or if they're watching it on a TV, for instance. Another thing that I'll recommend, quick, easy fix if you're looking to do webinars, paid webinars online. I'm going to do a little course about this. I would recommend the combination of Calendly and Webby is a really good match made in heaven, because you can set calendar dates and you can actually charge people via Stripe to take a payment. So it might be like $10 for them to join, and then you send them the URL to it and the time when you're going to put it on, and you can have like a handful of people turn up and they've all paid to be there, and you can kind of do a live webinar to those people. I'm going to do a course on that soon, but I highly recommend that. Another thing I will say is that it's proven to me that the whole notion of the long tail, if you want to do a search for the long tail, I won't get into it now, but the whole notion of having video online on YouTube and in public spaces has really proven to me that it has value, that people are searching for stuff while they're isolated. And so all of my traffic on my YouTube videos and all my public facing videos are all up because people are searching for that stuff. I've had like comments from people like Zen, for Zencaster for doing podcasts online. I've had probably about 150, 200 people take my free podcasting course this month because I want to learn how to do a podcast online. So there's people out there looking to use this tool for the first time, like they've never done before, either doing a blog or a podcast or doing some kind of video editing. There is a dark side to that as well, though, for big YouTubers that I've noticed, and I'm talking YouTubers that have anywhere between like 200, 300, 400,000 subscribers. I'm not talking about the YouTubers that are in the millions. They've got like almost a bit of a safety net if a lot of their advertisers drop off. Obviously their income is going to be impacted, but not enough to affect their sort of month by month life. Might be for rent or things that they're already paying out for. But I am seeing the knock-on effects for that. Some of my favorite YouTubers that I've been watching for over a decade, they're reporting 70 to 80% drop in their income on YouTube, which is kind of a big deal if you've expected to have that amount of money coming in every month and then all of a sudden you don't. It appears that advertisers are dropping off. They're not, obviously, people are not able to go out to physical locations to buy oftentimes the advertiser's product. I'm sure this will pick back up again because those businesses will go to a more like delivery model based thing. So that is something I'm noticing right now. I don't know if that's affecting the subscribers of like million subscriber channels of YouTube, but it's definitely affecting the 200, 300,000 mark. Micropayments right now for royalty-free content is really hot right now. And so what I mean by that is creators that have gone out of their way to make big packs of stuff. So there's one guy, I can't remember his second name, Harris Helmer, I can't think of his name right now, but he's on Twitch. He just released this awesome pack of royalty-free music that live streamers can use. So if you imagine a live streamer is sitting online for 8 to 12 hours playing games, they have background audio. Oftentimes you can't use audio that's not royalty free. So what he's done is released a pack of music and put it on Spotify and a bunch of other sites, and a lot of those sites will pay you a small micro nano size payment for the track, for the play of that track. So what he's created is created himself a revenue stream there by taking those little nano micro payments every single day from different streamers who are running for hours and hours on end with this music playing in the background, which means that they might be playing it from Spotify and it's just playing. They get a little micro fraction of an income stream from that. Now you multiply that with the amount of streamers online or the amount of people using it in their videos on YouTube, and that's a good way of keeping yourself afloat, if you like, by putting stuff out there that you've made, but then also making money from it. It's a bit like, I guess, Disney, for instance. Disney has a back catalogue of movies that they have on a platform, and then you just subscribe to Disney Plus, and then you got access to that library. Similar thing, but from a content creator's point of view. So if you're a musician or an artist, starting to see a lot of people making art and selling it as an NFT, which is a non-fungible token on Ethereum. That seems to be a massive big area for artists looking to have a gallery, but a virtualized version of it, and also to get paid in cryptocurrency rather than fiat, with all the charges that go along with that. So there is a lot of things out there that you can still do while in isolation. Final thing was, also, I think it's important to ask ourselves what life is going to look like after 6 months of isolation. If we don't create these digital sites, if we don't do online business, if we don't take our skills and careers that we've built up and digitize them, what does that world look like? Are we going to go to a model of food delivery to our house? Are we going to, fast track autonomous delivery with robot vans coming to our door, and we can go out to them and get our deliveries? Or are we just going to live in our home bases, and they're going to be like our safety zones? It's kind of something that is worth thinking about, because the world has fundamentally changed. I don't think it's going to be easy to go back to what we did before. There's going to be a lot of industries impacted by this. So I think it's important that we should look at isolation in general and see how we can operate not only within it but outside of it. All right, that's me for today. I will catch up with you soon. I've got a bunch of new courses coming from Skillshare and Udemy. I'd really appreciate it if you supported any of my links that I put on twitter.com/Phil Campbell to do with Skillshare and Udemy. Really helps me. I've had a really good month on Skillshare and Udemy. I'm trying to push it for the last day to get over. I think I need another 300 premium minutes on Skillshare to knock me over into another 1,000 premium minutes, but that's just a personal thing I'm trying to do. All right, you stay safe out there, and wash your damn hands, you filthy animals. See you soon. Bye. Drifting slowly into an empty space where I can go. I'm just a